Achieving our goal of ending global hunger often means providing food for people in need. But we know that more is needed to ensure people enjoy food security. So, what do we mean by food security? Food security is when all people have regular access to enough nutritious food to lead healthy and active lives. The key word is access. How do you access food? You can buy it, or produce it yourself, or both. To buy food, everyone needs income. A job or livelihood provides money to buy food. If a livelihood is not possible, say if someone is sick or elderly, a safety net is needed for people to access food. In developing countries, many people get some or all of their food and income by growing crops, gathering food, fishing, or raising animals. Better food security means improving these livelihoods. For example, training and support on how to produce more and better food, or improving access to land, markets, or supplies. Kadaya is a single mother of 3 children living in northern Bangladesh. Kadaya has no land, but works on the fields of a local landowner. When there's work available, she's able to provide food for her family. But during the off-season, when there is no work and no reliable income, her children sometimes go to bed hungry. Through a local food security project, she was able to buy a cow and then receive training to look after it properly. The cow's milk provides Kadaya's family with nutritious food, and she can sell some of the milk in the local market for extra income. The result is that Kadaya is more sure of where her next meal is coming from all year long. Her kids are more active and learn better in school. Her family is now more food secure. There are many ways you can be involved in improving people's access to enough nutritious food to lead healthy and active lives.
I think that the problem is severe enough that I have decided to take on the portfolio of Secretary of Agriculture, at least for now.
It is a president's way of nipping an issue in the bud, and Bongbong Marcos taking on leadership of the Agriculture Department will somehow assure the nation that food will not be denied to the Filipino because it is no longer affordable and supply is short. The food crisis is a clear and present threat. Farms and pens are grappling with diseases that kill livestock. Piggeries suffer from African swine fever infection, while poultries with bird flu. Across the board, food prices have been on the rise, worsened by high fuel costs and low production. The Duterte administration's agriculture chief admits the sector has been neglected with limited funds.
Ang agrikultura talaga napabayaan, Maricho. That's why this is stunted growth. That's why hindi pa rin tayo makapagbigay ng maraming post-harvest facilities and the like. Parang second-class citizens ang tingin ng sektor ng agrikultura, ng mga farmers. I mean, the farmers are not properly supported.
Ironically, the food producers remain poor. Farmers are barely recovering after 2 years of the COVID-19 pandemic. They earn just half of what factory and service workers make per day. They blame Agriculture Secretary William Dar for their condition, while importers have a different plea.
Pondo para sa mga indemnification, para suporta modernization, smuggling, titigil, importation, malilimitahan. Ako, naniniwala, lahat agad na magsasaka, magiging masaya.
It's very difficult for us to get an import permit, but we don't have enough food for not only the local population, but we also need to look after the requirement of industry, of meat processors. We also need to look after the requirement of hospitality, HORECA, hotels, restaurants, catering. We need to really become systematic and try to remove all these bottlenecks and allow the trade to flow.
In one of his earlier pronouncements, then President-elect Bongbong Marcos said rice could sell for 20 pesos per kilogram, but farmers say it may not be a fair price.
Hindi siya doable ngayon. Best makukuha mo is 33, 34. Kung merong support ang gobyerno, tutulungan mo sila ng either through cash incentives or i-subsidize mo yung farm inputs niya, particularly fertilizer dahil sobrang mahal ngayon ng fertilizer.
Dar says the staple could possibly sell for 27 pesos and 50 cents per kilogram, while the Agricultural Alliance of the Philippines says 30 pesos is good enough.